Hi, everybody. How are you? I'm sorry to tell you, I'm not a sitter. I'm not a sit on the table, a sit on the stage behind a table.
Perfect.
I'm coming down here with you. I hope you don't mind. Good news, I took a shower this morning. So don't worry if I get too close. You're not, waves of putrid smells and aromas will not overtake you. I promise. Hi, I'm glad you're here. No, I'm glad you're here. Oh, no, baby. Can you give me a little more juice on this?
We need some more juice
Number 2.
on Vic's mic.
So that I can speak more quietly. I like it better that way, don't you? Tell me, do you like that better?
I do.
Oh, she does, see? All right. I'm so glad you're here. I've been so excited. First things first, I hope every one of you are making plans to come to our world premiere tomorrow night of episode 9 of our Star Trek Continue series. Even if you're not a Star Trek fan, I want you to come just for support, okay? Just because you like my hair. Or you like her. And she's gonna come, because I'm gonna pay her money. Yeah, that's gonna happen. I have a web series that I started about 5 years ago, ironically, the 5-year mission, Star Trek. And we're premiering episode 9 tomorrow night here. Like, you can be the first ones on the planet to see it. It's a great episode. It's wonderful. You're gonna love it. And it's gonna be right next door in the big room tomorrow evening at 7. So please come. The first 300 people that come get a free poster of the episode. So I hope you can be there. Chuck Huber, one of our other voice actor friends, also plays Dr. McCoy in the series, and I get to fulfill my childhood dream of playing Captain Kirk. So you got to come and see it. And please make plans. You're going to be there, aren't you? I knew it. I am happy. Thank you. You made my day. Yay! So there's that, and as soon as we're done here, I'll probably go downstairs. I know it says that I'm not signing until 4:30, but what the heck, right? I didn't come to Fort Lauderdale to hang out. I came here to see you. So I'm just going to go down there after the panel. I'll go down to my autograph table, and if I haven't gotten the chance to meet you yet, please come down and say hello. And I have a lot of stuff for you. I brought stuff. A lot of you guys wrote me, and you asked me if I was going to be bringing my music CDs. Some of you may or may not know, that I've been writing and singing. I play the piano. I produce music professionally for literally twice as long as I've been voice acting. You may know that I've sung a lot of anime themes, D and Angel, or in high school, Dragon Ball Z Kai, One Piece, and I brought a lot of my music CDs. I've got them at the table downstairs. I'd be happy to sign them for you. It's good music, I promise. Anybody here have any of my music? Is it good music?
Yes.
This is not a paid endorsement. She just said that, completely on her own. Really? I love you. What did you listen? Tell me what you listened to on the way over.
I have your Revic CD.
Which song were you listening to? Which one do you remember?
I know Guilty Beauty Love off the top of my head.
What a crime, such a beautiful crime, that God would make a star as bright as I. Tamaki, we love him. So I have the music CDs, but I have something else I have to tell you about. I would be remiss not to tell you. I have a live concert DVD. It's a live performance at a convention, a beautiful convention. Like, they had HD cameras on jib arms flying over the audience, and lights, colored lights, and fog machines, and great audience. It's a really good concert. Music from Fullmetal, D and Angel, or in high school, Dragon Ball, and a lot of original stuff. It's really a good concert. Dolby 5.1 mix. It's really nice. But there's also something on the DVD that you need to know about, because if you didn't know, if I didn't tell you, you would never know. Years ago, when we were recording Fullmetal Alchemist, the first one, not even Brotherhood, but before that, I started falling in love with Ed. And I started falling in love with the show in general. I had done probably 30 or 40 anime series by that point, but nothing had really grabbed me the way that Full Metal did. So I wanted to cosplay. But I thought, okay, how could a grown man, how could I possibly cosplay Edward Elric? I like your thinking. So what I did was I made up a story whereby a grown man starts turning into an anime character. And then I thought, I've never seen voice actors cosplay. I wonder if any of the other voice actors would like to do this too. And I rounded up a lot of the voice actors from Full Metal, and we made a live-action parody film called Full Metal Fantasy. Voice actors cosplaying as their characters from Full Metal. It's great. Has anyone in here seen it? Okay, look around. Like 5 hands. And do you know why? Because it's never been available. It was a special treat. I made it, and I would show it occasionally at a convention or in a live concert performance. I would show Full Metal Fantasy, and then I would come out on stage and sit at the piano and play and sing the Brothers theme from Full Metal. It was a really nice segue from the movie into it. And when I started putting together the concert DVD, I thought, maybe now would be the time to make Full Metal Fantasy available to the fans. Because people asked about it for years, and I was like, no, sorry, it's not available. But it's on the concert DVD. I have them downstairs at the table, so if that sounds like something you would like, definitely let me know when you come downstairs to see me, okay? I've got a lot of great pictures of all different characters, even like ones from Fairy Tale, characters that I played from Fairy Tale now, and Black Butler, and yeah, Margear, thank you. Yay!
I heard it and I popped up from I was laying down on my bed and I popped up that's Vic Mignogna.
Really?
It's legit 2 a.m. I'm like,
Oh my gosh, didn't you love the part where I kicked Natsu's butt? That was my favorite part. But anyway, so I will look forward to seeing you after the panel or tomorrow. I'll be here all weekend down at the table. Oh my gosh. Hold everything. I don't know if you've been downstairs yet to the autograph area, but did you see what is set up right beside my table? Okay, listen closely. Our studio where we shoot Star Trek Continues, we've rebuilt the entire soundstage from the original series of Star Trek, all of it. The big bending corridor, transporter room, sick bay, briefing room, captain's quarters, even a little Jeffries tube that Scotty would climb up in and work on stuff, and the bridge. It's absolutely breathtaking. If you've ever seen our series, it looks exactly like the original series, okay? Because we're premiering an episode here, I thought, wouldn't it be cool, since we're in Florida, our studio is in Jacksonville. Close to Jacksonville. It's like right across the state line. It's in Kingsland, Georgia. But I say Jacksonville because people go, what's Kingsland? So, Jacksonville. Well, I thought, wouldn't it be cool if to promote the episode premiere, we brought a couple of pieces from our set down here. And Mike Broder, the people that run Supercon, said, this is a great idea, we want to do this. So yesterday, one of our guys packed up the captain's chair and the helm console that Sulu and Chekhov sat at right in front of the captain's chair, and the platform that they both sit on. I'll give you a little trivia. It's called the command well, that center section. And then Supercon printed this huge backdrop of the bridge behind them. And it's set, and he drove it down here yesterday, and we set it up, and it's right there free for you guys to go and see and even take pictures on. So it's our gift to you and Supercon's gift to you. Go down and see it. It's breathtaking. It's beautiful. And it is spot on to the original series sets. So the chance to kind of get up close and kind of get a sense of what the size and the feel of them and you know how it felt to sit in the captain's chair, you can do it. And that's my chair. Like when we shot our episodes, these are the shooting sets that we shoot on. So I hope you go down and check them out after the panel today. I'm glad you said that. God bless you for saying, Matt, right? Matt, come here, stand up. This is my new best friend, Matt. Say hi to Matt. Right? Matt is a great guy. If you see Matt walking around, give him a hug, okay? Because he's my brother, all right? Thank you for saying that, Matt. We're not charging for pictures on the bridge. There is a charge for photos like with the guests, but if you want to get a photo with me on the bridge, we'll go and do it. All right? So when you come to the table, if you get a photo, if you want to buy a photo, just say to me, can we take a picture on the bridge? Boom, we're there. That's why I told him to set it up right beside my table, so I could just run over there and do it. But it's there to, yes, so there isn't a charge, like if Matt, if you went down there, you want to sit in the captain's chair, give our guy your camera, he'd take a picture for free. There's a charge, the convention's charging for photos with the guests, but I'll take mine there. I mean, it could either be against a black curtain, or it could be on the bridge of the Enterprise. Like, what would you choose, right? So that's available. Let me start real quick. I know that I want to take questions and talk to you guys, and don't think you guys in the back are going to get away, by the way. You probably think, oh, man, he's never coming back here. I got questions. He's not going to answer my questions. He can't even see me. Oh, yes, I can. I see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming. Before we start questions and answers, hi, Amanda. I know that probably, is that Maca? I thought I saw Maca. I thought I saw my Maca. I know that probably one of the first questions is going to be, what are you working on right now? That's a great question. So I prepared a list. Because I can never keep track. I'm going to take a picture of you guys. How about that? That would be fun. Smile. Yay. Oh my God, I love it. That was the best shot ever. Okay, I'm working on a lot of different things, so I figured rather than try to remember them, I should just keep a list. So here's my list. Now, fair warning, you may not have heard of a lot of these. You know, there's a lot of anime out there. Some more well-known than others, right? So I'm just going to go down the list really quick, and it's okay if you haven't heard of anything, of some of them. Unbreakable Machine Doll. See what I mean? Space Dandy. Carnival. Tokyo Raven. Maji. Sailor Moon. Never heard of Sailor Moon, have you? Rock Lee. Oh my God, I love Rock Lee so much. Matt, have you seen Rock Lee? Naruto? Okay, so they made a chibi version of Naruto. It's freaking hilarious. And I get to play Orochimaru. I'll tell you a funny story about that, if you don't mind. Like 8 years ago, when they were auditioning for Orochimaru in the series, I auditioned for it, and I came really close, but then they ended up casting Steve Bloom. Well, Steve did an amazing job. Steve's a good friend. He's awesome. So, you know, I moved on and ended up playing Obito and Nagato and 5 or 6 other characters in Naruto. Well, then fast forward 8 years, and the studio that was dubbing it called me one day and they said, hey, didn't you audition for Orochimaru? And I was like, yeah. Yeah. And they said, well, there's this new show called Rock Lee and His Friends. And and Orochimaru is in it, and Steve Bloom can't do it. We're going to send you an audio recording of Steve's version of Orochimaru, a line of dialogue, and you send us back your best approximation of Steve doing Orochimaru. Because, of course, you want it to sound pretty much the same, right? So they sent me the clip, and I sent it back, and they said, yeah, that sounds fine. So after 8 years, I got to play Orochimaru after all. So I was excited about that. So check it out. It's really funny. Free? Come on, boys. Come on, get your Speedos on. Come on, embrace that free love. Oh my gosh, I love free. I love sharks. Have you heard my shark story? Okay, I have to tell you my shark story. Somebody came to my table yesterday and said, I will kill you if you don't tell the shark story. There he is. Okay, so let me tell you, when Jaws came out, when was that? 77, 78? I was obsessed with sharks. I saw that movie, I'm like, sharks are the coolest thing. I was obsessed. Like, I was in school at the time, and any assignment we got at school, I would do it on sharks. Like, if our English teacher assigned a research paper, I would write it on sharks. If my speech teacher said, you need to do a persuasive speech or an informative speech, sharks. Mathematics, how many sharks does it take to, you know, I mean, like, sharks. I loved sharks. Loved them. Lots. So in 1980, my senior year of high school, don't do the math, my mom moved to Ocean City, Maryland, on the beach. So I was there, went home for summer break, right? School in between. I was home for the summer, and I had a friend that lived in Ocean City, and we were fishing off of the Route 50 bridge. Ocean City is a peninsula, so there are two bridges that go across from the mainland to Ocean City. One is 90, one is the Route 90, and one is Route 50. So we were on the 50 bridge one night, like up on the bridge, fishing off the bridge. It's like 30 feet down to the water. And suddenly I hooked something and my pole just went, and I was like, oh my gosh. And my friend was like, reel it in. I'm like, I can't. It's way down there. You can't hoist it up in the air, right? So I thought, well, it's strong, whatever it is, so I don't want to lose it. So I'm like, what do I do? Matt, what do I do? So I decided I'm going to walk it to shore. So I started walking down the bridge, and every time I came to a light post, I would go, right? And I finally got it to shore, and I reeled it in, and it was like a 15-inch baby sand shark. Strong little sucker. It was the cutest thing I'd ever seen in my life. It was so cute. And it looked like a big shark, but it was tiny, you know? Like it just shrunk it down. Like you had a shrink ray, right? And I even like, his teeth were so tiny that he couldn't hurt you. I like put my finger in his mouth, he was going, like a baby, he couldn't hurt me. I was like, I can't believe it. I caught a shark. I had to take him home, right? I mean, everybody has pet dogs and cats, but nobody's got a pet shark. So I took him home, and I filled up a big bucket, a big tub, one of those big metal tubs. I filled it up, threw him in there. I'm like, damn, I have a pet shark. Boom. I'm calling my friends. Yeah, I have a shark now. Yes, it's right here in front of me. I named him Sherman. I know, alliteration, I love it. Sherman the shark. He was shy. And so I thought it was so cool, right? I had a shark. Well, about 2 days later, Sherman wasn't swimming around as much as he had been. And I was like, Sherman? You okay? I'm like kicking the bucket, and he'd go. And that's when it occurred to me, sharks live in salt water, not bathtub water. It's like, oh, I've killed Sherman. Oh my God, I have to take him back, right? I have to save his life. So I picked up one handle of the bucket. My cousin Robin, who lived in Ocean City as well, picked up the other handle, and we walked toward the beach. We lived like right on the sand almost. So we walked over down to the end of the street, over the sand, down to the shore, and I picked Sherman up, and I'm like, okay, I'm sorry about the whole bathtub water thing. Bye. And I put him in the surf, and he started to try to swim away, and he was so weak that every single wave, no matter how small it was, pushed him right back into shore. And I was just standing there going, oh no, come on. What do I do? So I picked him up, and I just started walking deeper. Just walking out into the ocean. Deeper, deeper, deeper. I'm walking in this German. And I got out like this. And I was like, okay, I love you. One more time. And I just put him under the water, and he disappeared. I love him. I like to think that maybe he's somewhere right now destroying a boat. You know, maybe he's in Australia attacking a yacht or something, and he remembers me. But so suffice it to say, I love sharks. So getting to play Shark Boy in Free was particularly fun. That was a major detour we took there, and now we're back. Brothers Conflict. Oh my gosh, my character's such a dick. He's like Vic with a D. He's such a jerk. I'm nothing like that, Matt. Okay, I'm not, I swear. Durarara, Black Butler, Heroic Legend of Arslan, Garo, Rage of Bahamut, Show by Rock. Show by Rock is awesome. Ruby. Oh my gosh, I love Ruby. I love Uncle Crow. Yay. Lord Marksman of Venatus. Yeah, crickets. Ladybug. God Eater, that's a video game. Battle Battalions, video game. Escaflowne. Do you guys remember? That's old school, Escaflowne. But what's really cool is Funimation redubbed it, and I play the older brother, and guess who plays my younger brother? Aaron Dismuke, who played Alphonse, my younger brother in Fullmetal. Isn't that cool? I love it. Except now he's gone from brother to brother. He's like he's a grown-up now. He's like, damn, Al. Let's be friends. World of Winx, Tonari, Utaware, Anti-Gang, Aldnoah Zero, Pillars of Eternity, that's a video game. Fairy Tail, talked about that one. Strike Witches, Garo, Crimson Moon, Charlotte, Digimon. Rio, I'm playing Matt in Digimon. Rio Rainbow Gate, Charger Girl Judah-chan, World of Warcraft. Asterix War, Star Trek Online. Now, do you guys know why this is important? Because my fan series is a fan series. It's not official, right? It's just my own thing. It's not an official CBS production. Star Trek Online is. So when they asked me to play a voice of a starship captain in Star Trek Online, I was like, yes, please. And so now I'm actually an official part of Star Trek. You know what I mean? That would be like being a Star Wars fan and then getting to play a character in Star Wars. So Star Trek Online is really exciting. Where was I? Mobile Legends, Skip Beat, Seven Knights, One Punch Man. Yeah, you know, I play this bad guy who has 7 heads, and every head has a different voice. So it was pretty fun. It was really fun. I couldn't keep track of them because they all look the same. I'm like, which one am I doing right now? I can't follow his head. Yeah, One Punch Man. Rurouni Kenshin, Danganronpa, Sonic the Hedgehog, Orange, Token Ranbu, Drifters, Yuri on Ice. You girls and your Yuri on Ice. What is the dealio?
It's gay. Yes.
It's what?
It's gay.
I'm just waiting for somebody to make yaoi on ice.
Yeah.
Because like that seems like the perfect, right? Yuri yaoi. It's like obviously. Or a yo-yo on ice. Maybe you could do that'd be fun. What am I? Or you take Sasquatch out and the Yeti on ice. So, Abominable Snowman, right?
We'll do that.
Okay, let's do it. Me and you, Matt.
All right.
A Matt and Vic production. Umaru, Joker Game, Nanbaka, League of Legends. One Piece, any One Piece fans here? I'm very excited to be playing Sabo in One Piece. If you know One Piece, early on, he was there as a kid, and then he shows back up as an adult. Where was I? One Piece. Cable Girls, this is a live action, it's a live action thing, it's really funny. The Reflection, this is a new show that's coming out, and I'm really excited. Let me tell you about this. It's a really cool, kind of a dark superhero anime, and Stan Lee is producing it. And this is the best part. This is the part that I'm nerding out over. The guy that created it, the Japanese director, producer, artist who created the show, I've seen him at several big anime conventions. So we recognize each other. We always say hello. He's a really nice guy. And I saw him at SakuraCon in Seattle a few months ago. Easter weekend. What's that, April? March, April? So a few weeks after, I got a phone call from a studio in Los Angeles, and they said, hey, you've been recommended for a role in this show that we're doing. I was like, I was? By who? My mom? I mean, who would do that, right? Besides my mom. And they told me, and it was this director from Japan. He wanted me to be in this specifically, and he told them specifically, I want Vic to be in this. So it's called The Reflection, so check it out. We just started recording it, and so I'm very excited about that. And then there are a couple that I'm not allowed to talk about yet. Yeah, you know how that is. So let's talk to you about anything you want to talk about. Who's got a question? Do you have a question? Since you know who Mark Gear is, you should be the first question.
It's actually a two-part.
A two-parter.
First,
Hold on, I want everybody to hear.
Oh, I'm loud. I don't need. I'm a theater major, so I'm good. So.
yeah, I'm loud. I was wondering to see if you would like to be part of a quick snippet of my YouTube channel. Like a quick hi, I'm with Vic Mignogna, everyone screams, done. And then part 2 was for all the aspiring voice actors, how would you get into auditioning and being able to become a voice actor?
Excellent. What an excellent performance, am I right? Thank you. Well, yeah, let's do the first one. Only I want to make a little twist. Instead of her going, hey, I'm here with Vic Mignogna, and you guys all cheer, I want you to all boo. All right?
Okay.
That'll be better.
GoPro, come on.
You ready? Activate GoPro.
There we go, it's loading. So I'm here with my favorite voice actor. I'm stuttering right now, Vic Mignogna.
Hi, and we're at our panel right now. Yeah, that Vic Mignogna is a jerk.
Tell me about it.
You must be one of the twins. I knew it would come from you, doppelganger. And let me answer your second question. And I know that there are a lot of people that probably have that question. A lot of people would be interested maybe in getting into the industry. Well, the bad news is that a lot of people want to get into the industry. Any kind of a creative field, you've got a lot of people that would love to be a part of it, and you have a limited number of opportunities, right? Here's what I would say, and you're well on your way, first of all. There are only two things, but there are two significant things. The first one is acting. Voice acting is about acting. It's not about voice. A lot of people think that because they can make funny voices or imitate a character on television or, I can sound just like somebody from Family Guy or Simpsons or whatever. That's really great, but there's already somebody doing that. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get hired as, Stewie. You know what I mean? Somebody's got that gig. It's not about imitating anybody. It's about playing a character, playing a role authentically and believably, whatever that character is. And at its core, that's just acting, right? Every voice actor I know, you guys, every one of them, with the exception of 2, and I know probably 100 of them, all have a huge amount of experience as an actor. They've been in theater since high school. They've studied it. They've taken classes. Many of them even have college degrees in theater. My major in college was television, film production, and my minor was theater. So acting is the most important thing. If you're interested in voice acting, get as much experience as you can as an actor. Get involved in plays, church productions, school productions, community theater, classes, anything to develop your skills as an actor. And then the second thing is, you have to be where the work is. I know that's a harsh reality, but you could be the greatest voice actor God ever made, and if you live in Kentucky, chances are you're not going to get many opportunities to practice your gift, right? There are just certain places where certain things happen most. If Matt here was an amazing country singer, and you decided you were going to make a go of it in country music, where would you go?
Kentucky.
No. The country music capital of the world, what is it?
Nashville.
Nashville, boom, everybody knows it, right? Everybody knows that there are certain places where things happen in more regularity than others. Los Angeles, Dallas, Houston, New York, Vancouver, that's about it for voice acting. Now, that's not it for commercial work, like Fort Lauderdale. Any city of any size is going to have commercials, right? All of your local businesses, you hear their commercials on the radio, right? Or television. Well, they need somebody to voice those commercials. Come on down to so-and-so, where we have a lunch special for $49, right? Or some kind of an announcer, or some narration for a commercial. So any town of any size is going to have voiceover opportunities. But voiceover and voice acting are two different things. In the voice acting, there are far fewer places where that happens. But those are the two things. You just have to kind of be where the opportunities are, and you have to be ready and prepared for the opportunity. You know what I mean? Get as much experience as you can. Who's got a question? Yes. Along the wall here. Not you, twin. Wait a minute. It's so easy to tell you apart.
Which one is Hikaru?
You're Hikaru.
No, I'm...
Yes, you are!
I'm Mickey.
She's lying. If I said the other way, they would have said, no, we're wrong. I would be wrong no matter what. I love you guys. You look awesome. Yes?
An absolute honor to meet
It is my honor. What's your name?
Alexander McCarty.
Alexander. Say hi to Alexander, everybody. What's your question?
Well, I'm an independent writer. This is my first time boofing at Supercon, and I would like to give you a free book of my action anime style novel.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Did you sign it?
Yeah, of course. My brother.
Oh my
He does the art.
gosh.
My brother does the art.
Thank you. Where's your booth so everybody can go by and check out your booth out?
It's Artist Alley at G2. The second book
G2. G2. Check it out. Alexander, thank you, my friend. Oh, let's do it real quick.
with the book.
Thank you. Awesome. And I wish you the best with that. Can I say something really quick? This just reminded me of something. Alexander just reminded me of something. And this is for all of you. Hey, good to see you. This is for all of you. Anybody can make up an idea. You can sit in your bedroom and make up an idea. But it's a whole different thing to execute an idea. I wanted to make Star Trek. And it was easy for me to sit in my house or drive in my car and go, wouldn't it be fun to play Captain Kirk? Well, you know what? It's a whole different thing to actually round people up and put down money and build sets and hire and get actors and rent equipment and write stories and coordinate flights and shoot something and then edit something and then sound design it and release it. A whole lot different. And I'm sure it's very different for Alexander to sit in his room going, I have this really cool idea for a story, and to put pen to paper, well, not anymore, of course, keyboard to computer, and actually write something. So I want to encourage you guys to be inspired by Alexander. I know all of you do things, or you like to do things. Good for you, buddy. I'm serious. It takes a whole different kind of person to actually execute something. A lot of people have ideas and they talk about things, but they don't ever do them because that's really work. That's where the sweat begins. So I want to encourage you guys, if you have a dream, or if you have a goal, or if you have a particular gift that you've been given and that you would like to use it more or develop it more, don't just talk about it. Okay? Do it. Hunker down, focus your energy and your attention, and do what it takes to make it happen. Because you know what? I got a little surprise for you. It's not the most talented people who succeed. It's the people who don't give up. I'm not kidding you. Turn on any television show. You tell me if I'm wrong. There are some pretty lame actors on television. There are some lame actors in movies. There are some lame singers on the radio. How did they get to be famous? Because they didn't give up. They just kept pushing and pushing and pushing, and they didn't get easily discouraged. They may not be the most talented person you ever met, but they sure don't give up easily. And I'll bet you, I don't even know Alexander, but I'll bet you that if you sat down with him and said, list the obstacles that you have come up against in trying to make something, will something into existence, he'd probably have a whole list, wouldn't you? Of troubles and challenges and disappointments and setbacks and heartbreaks, negativity, and you just kept going. That's a word for all of you, no matter what age you are, no matter where you are. Don't get discouraged. And if you have a dream to do something, and I'm not even talking about being famous. That's dumb. Fame is dumb. I'm talking about being true to who you are and what you love, something that you enjoy doing, you know, or something that you've been given a gift at. Don't be discouraged easily. There's a great deal of, what's the word I'm looking for, Matt? Satisfaction. There's a great deal of inner peace and satisfaction in knowing that you set out to do something and you did it. You didn't just talk about it. You didn't muse over it with your friends. You didn't daydream about it. You did it. Something to be very proud of. Good for you, Alexander. Good for you. Yes. What is your question, my dear?
So, Uncle Crow, I had a question. I'm trying to get fit, so I was wondering what your workout routine is, because, yeah.
Well, I'm glad you asked. Because I do have a workout routine. I'm going to show you. As luck would have it, I've got a drink right here. Here's my workout routine. One arm curl. Two arm curls. And then when I get my courage up, I go 3, 4, 5 arm curl. For every 5 repetitions, I take a shot. That's my workout. Question? Yes, sir.
So, I heard this from my friend up in the north when you went to visit our university to promote Star Trek Continues. And he came up and asked a very odd question of you, which...
Rochester, was that the
Rochester. Yeah, Institute of Technology, yeah. He came up and he was very distressed because he tried to make posters with your face on them to promote you coming up. And much like you have your head right now, every picture on Google of you is at an angle, like 5 degrees, 45 degrees, like you're doing it right now. How is it possible that you can never have your head on at a 90 degrees angle to the floor?
What's your name?
My name's Alexander Froyo.
Alexander, another Alexander. Alexander, when did your medication run out? No, I'm standing up right now. You can take a picture right now. Look, am I straight? Go ahead, take one right now, just to prove that you're wrong. Do it now. 3, 2, 1. Actually, little known fact, Facebook has an algorithm that rotates every photo 45 degrees. Yes, my dear. Yes, with your awesome bracelet. Can I sneak in here? Thank you. Can I sneak in here? Thank you. I'm gonna sit right here.
Actually, if I could get a picture of that, that would just make it day. But, no, don't run.
He's pretty quick on the draw right here. Wait,
Dude.
Go ahead.
All right, so first question is, which character do you get recognized as most often, would you say?
Fullmetal.
So, Ed? All right. Clearly some fans.
Edward!
And are there people that you've met through your work that you continue to like be friendly with or hang out with outside of it?
Yeah. Probably Fullmetal, mostly. Dragon Ball, a good bit. Ouran. I do love Ouran. You guys don't know, I love Tamaki a lot. That was one of my favorite things I ever did. And so they choked Tamaki in protest to me. Oh, well. You know what? I've made so many dear friends in the voice acting world, and I'm very close to a lot of them. Todd and I are very good friends. Caitlin Glass and I are very good friends. Chuck downstairs and I are very good friends. I shouldn't even start the list because I'll forget somebody. Monica Rial, Jerry Jewell, the list is Chris Kaysen. Todd is like the annoying little brother that I never had. And I always tell him that, and I tease him about that. There's so many people that I've met. And you know what's really funny? What's funny is, do you guys, I don't know, you probably know this kind of intellectually, but you maybe never really thought about it. Do you know that when you record anime, you record alone? Did you know that? There's nobody else there. So if I sound like I'm talking to Haruhi, I'm not. She's not there. If Ed sounds like he's talking to his brother, he's not. I'm alone in a padded phone booth, basically. And Alphonse will come in 3 weeks later, and he'll fill in all the gaps, all of his lines. So what I'm getting at is you could conceivably record an entire anime series and never meet the people that are in the show with you. I'll tell you something really crazy. Trisha Elric, Ed's mom, right? Ed and Al's mom. The girl that played her, the actress who voiced her, I still haven't met her. To this day. The reason is, how much was she in the show? 2 episodes? She came in one afternoon, did the whole thing. She doesn't do conventions, right? So I've never met her. That's why, what? Medication. That's why it's so extraordinary to become friends with these people, because you don't actually work with them. I get emails all the time. What was it like to work with Johnny Bosch? I've never worked with Johnny Bosch. Johnny and I are great friends, but we've never worked in the room together. And conventions is really the biggest opportunity to actually get to interact. You know, I've started this little kind of a tradition where I'll smoke a cigar on Saturday night at a convention. And whoever's there, whether it's Spike Spencer, another good friend, Sonny Strait, another good friend, Chris Sabat, another good friend, Habercorn, whatever, whoever's there, we'll light them up. Oh my gosh, it just went right out of my head. From Attack on Titan. Bryce Papenbrook, whoever's there, we'll go out and smoke cigars. And it's our chance to kind of bond and hang out and talk about stuff. And it's so funny because we all have similar experiences, especially in the shows we're working on, but we're never together. So it's a really neat opportunity to actually be together. And I have many, many friends that I consider very dear friends from working in the industry. I'm going to go all the way to the back because I promised those people.
I have
That was the funniest thing all day. I'm coming back to you, okay? You know what made it perfect is she actually started to talk. That was the best part. If she just would have watched me walk by, I'm like, that won't be funny. And she totally did it. She's like, I love you. I love you. Yes, sir.
You said you do Sabo in One Piece? Yes. I was hoping you could do Fire Fist for us.
Well, there's a fire code here in the building. It would set off the fire alarms, and I don't think I could do it. I don't even, remind me, can you do it? I think you can. I believe in you. Really? I'm trying to, I probably, have you seen it yet? Have you seen? Well, yeah, bro, there's a little Broly in there probably. It's hard not to, you know what I mean? Whenever you do any kind of a huge power-up thing like that, it's hard not to, some of that to come out, whether you're doing a Super Saiyan, Kakarot big thing, or whether you're doing that. I mean, it kind of sneaks in there. Have you seen it yet? Has he done it? Where did you see it? What was it, one movie?
It was Film Gold.
Yes. What is it, Fire Fist?
Yeah.
What does he say? Does he just say Fire Fist?
Yeah, and then it was the part where...
Yeah, tell me, because I don't remember.
It was the part where he stops the Marines from shooting the ship, and you said stop firing on civilians, and he was like, so you take orders from the pirates, and
Keep going.
and at one moment you said, I can't think of it, but I can't think of it. I forget what he said, but at the end he said, it's not this, it's freedom, but I can't remember it fully.
See, I can't either.
It's been like a month.
Because that's like 500 recording sessions ago for me, and I can't remember exactly. You know what? That's the downside. Have you ever done theater? Anybody done the acting? You know what the good thing about theater is? You memorize your lines, right? You have to memorize your lines. If you're a voice actor, you have to memorize your lines. They're right there. They're on the script in front of you. And if you do them right the first time, you don't have to do them again. Which means you probably will never remember that line again. You put it in your little flash memory. You guys look awesome. You look awesome. But that's why I feel really bad when people go, hey, remember in episode 14 when you said such and such at 2 minutes and 14 seconds? I'm like, no, I don't really. What is it? Tell me. And a lot of my favorite lines I have learned again because you guys have told me them. Like, I'll give you a perfect example. What's your name? Robert, I'll give you a perfect example. Somebody came to me one day, and they said, they were in a panel like this, and they raised their hand, and I called on them, and they said, what was one of the favorite things you said as Edward Elric? And I said, I don't know. I said a lot of fun things. I couldn't remember. And so I said to this girl, like you, meow, meow, meow. I said, what's your favorite thing? And she said, I loved it in the episode where Ed said, there's so many people whose asses I need to kick, I'm going to have to make a list to keep track of all of them. And I looked at her and I went, I said that? Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I didn't even remember saying it. And when she reminded me, I'm like, that's freaking funny. That is funny. So that's my dilemma, is I don't remember a lot of the things. And I have a whole new appreciation for people like William Shatner. When fans come up to him and say, Mr. Shatner, what did you feel when you were shooting the moment where Balok's ship came with the Enterprise and they told you, and Shatner's going, That was 50 years ago. 50 years ago. I don't remember. And I always used to think, how can he not remember? You know what I mean? It was so amazing. How can he not remember? Because at the time, they probably handed him the script 10 minutes before the scene. Like, here's a rewrite, and he's like, jams it in, does the scene, moves on, right? So to him, it never occurred to him that it was going to be any big, huge deal. And when we do a lot of these things, you do them, and if you get them right the first time, you move on. And so, unfortunately, I don't even end up remembering. But I do remember one thing. I remember you, my dear twin. You're my favorite commoner. What's your name?
I'm Karu.
Hello. What is your question, my dear?
Who's your favorite ship in Ouran High School Host Club?
My favorite ship is the Enterprise.
I mean dating.
I believe in Tamaki and Haruhi forever. There's my Haruhi. Haruhi! Daddy loves you. Haruhi!
He's surrounded by Haruhi. That's Tamaki's dream right there.
It's a Haru harem. Do you have a question?
Yes, I do. What was your top 3 favorite roles, and what was your top 3 least favorite roles?
Well, my favorite, I have a funny story about this too. For the longest time, when people would come to me and say, what's your favorite character? I would look them over. And if they were in cosplay, or if they had a button on, or a tattoo, right? I'm taking in any information. I'm like, okay. I'll bet this person, she's dressed like Haruhi, I'll bet she would love it if I said, oh, Ouran High School is my favorite, right? Or if they were dressed as Yuki from Vampire Night, it'd be like, oh, I love Zero from Vampire Night. So I always tried to be like, play into whatever I knew they liked. Until something very important happened. The last time I recorded Edward Elric, the last day, the last recording session, I remember, I can still see it, I had the binder with the script on an easel in front of me on a stand, and I turned the page and realized it was the last page. And I was like, oh no. Like, I guess I knew this was coming, but you don't think about it. I mean, the whole first series, like 56 episodes, then the OVAs, the movies, the video games, then the whole Brotherhood series, and OVAs, and the movie. I played him a long time, and I loved him. And when I realized that I was about to record the last thing I would probably ever say as Edward Elric, I got really choked up. I even took my phone out, and I put it on the ledge of the window and recorded a video of me doing the last line, so I would just kind of have it for posterity, And it was that last thing that he says as he gets on the train at the end of Brotherhood, after he leaves Winry. I don't know it all, but it's like there's no such thing as equivalent exchange. It doesn't exist. Sacrifices are necessary. You can't gain anything without sacrificing something first. But if you can endure that pain and rise above it, you'll find you have a heart strong enough to overcome any obstacle. Yeah, a heart made full metal. And I was sobbing by the time it was done. And I'm like, I can't believe it. Like, this is the end. And from that point on, whenever anybody said, who's your favorite character, I had to be like, Ed. I gotta go with Ed. However, Tamaki is a very close second place. I love Ouran so much. As far as like third, I don't even know. They fluctuate. You know what? It really is a lot of what I'm working on at the time. Kensei? He's a pervert. Oh my gosh, Kensei? Wow. That's the guy that takes pictures up girls' skirts. That's not me. I don't do that. But no, really, Ream in Free, I really enjoyed doing a lot. I'm working on a couple of things right now. So, but as far as least favorite, I don't know that I would ever go there. Oh, well, Captain Kirk would be my favorite, probably. But as far as anime characters, I don't know that I would ever go there, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm so enormously grateful for anything I get to do. I would never want to be one of those guys that goes, oh, I hate this character. This character's stupid. Why do I have to play this character? Shut up. Do you know how blessed you are to get to do it? You know what I mean? Like we talked about yesterday. Were you guys in that panel yesterday, some of you? Like, how could I ever be enough of a jerk to be so ungrateful, you know what I mean, that I diss a character that I'm getting to play? Like, there are 1,000 people out there that would love to get to do that, right? You wouldn't even have to pay them. They would just do it because they would love to do it. And so would I. Don't tell the people I work for that, but so would I. I love what I do. And you know what? Whenever I get cast for anything new, do you know what I never ask them? Never, ever, ever. What does it pay? I never ask. I don't care. Because I'm so grateful to get to do it in the first place. So there really isn't any least favorite characters. I will say that I find the characters like Broly and Mad Leomon from Digimon and those low, guttural, that hurts, especially after a couple hours. And as somebody who used to sing, who likes to sing and has really, I think, kind of, hurt that a little bit, those kind of voices are challenging, but I don't love the characters any less. I just wish I had a stronger voice. I always tease the Dragon Ball, people like Sabat and Eric Vale and those guys that do Dragon Ball, I mean, they must have titanium larynxes to be able to do, screaming, yelling, fighting for 35 episodes. It's crazy. How are we on time? How are we doing?
We're good. We're done.
Are we done?
Yeah.
We're done? What time are we supposed to be done? 2:30?
2:20.
Boom!
You nailed it.
Almost hit it.
You nailed
we
it.
went a little long, I'm sorry.
It's all right. Can we take a photo with everyone before you leave?
Yeah, can we do that, you guys?
We have the official Supercon photographer right here. Everybody stand up where you are.
So we're going to do two?
Yeah.
Sure. So you want to do the countdown? That's fine. Huh? Yeah, of course. It's you. Right there.
Okay. Right there. All righty.
All right.
Before this happens. You aren't short.
No, I'm huge.
I've been lied to.
All right, so you go ahead and count it down if you want.
Okay, everybody, we're going to take the picture. Big smiles. 1, 2, 3.
One more. Ready?
1,
Hands up.
2, 3.
All right. Awesome.
One more time for Vic Mignogna, everybody.
Oh, that's cool. Hey, guys, real quick, sit down 1 more second so I can see all of you. I just want to thank you for being here. Thanks so much for coming. I'm heading down to the autograph area, so come down and say hi. And check your schedules for panels and stuff, other stuff that's going to be happening. Make sure and join us tomorrow night in the big room next door for Star Trek Episode 9 premiere. And thank you for joining me. I love you guys. Thanks so much.